Hey you! Do you want to play Slasher like a good person? Well, too bad, because you're still gonna watch this video. Slasher's entire thing is being fast but having no ranged weapons. And sure, that might make him a little bit bad, but if you know how to play him right, you will be a monster. But anyways, let's go look at the abilities now. Slasher's M1 slash deals 20 starting damage, and then bleeding 1 for 5 seconds. This bleeding 1 for 5 seconds basically gives 8 more damage. The bleeding cannot stack and cannot kill someone. So basically you have to like 4-shot an alien. Slasher's second ability is Behead. Basically it deals 20 damage with no other effects except helpless for 8 seconds, which basically means that you can't attack for 8 seconds or use any other abilities. Gashing Wound is a series of attacks that in total deals 50 damage. This is pretty good for punishing sentinels, but we'll go over that later. Because every character has one type of ability that deals a bunch of damage, we're going to make a spreadsheet of every killer and the max damage they can do. And right here we're going to put Jason. Yeah. I'm remaking this next video, so yeah. I made this in like 15 seconds, bro. It's gonna be bad. Now, Raging Pace is a little bit different because it basically buffs all your abilities. As you can see in the M1, it makes a little dash, it does 25 starting damage, and then the bleeding does 8 more damage. In total, that should add up to like 33 damage. Raging Pace Behead adds 15 more damage to your Behead, and so basically it starts dealing 35. It does 35 damage. Helpless stays the same. Pretty much nothing changes. I wouldn't recommend using this because you could keep your Behead for a more important time. Raging Pace Gassing Wound is actually pretty hard to hit, but if you do hit it, it's pretty worth it. It has 20 more damage. So basically, Raging Pace Gassing Wound does a total of 70 damage, which is insane. This can be used to parry sentinels, which I will show later on. But if you actually manage to hit this, like you corner someone and you actually manage to hit this, it's gonna be huge. So I said that Gashing Wound was really good for punishing sentinels. Well, there's some proof. Basically, if you're able to like bait a gas block or something like that, you can basically kill them with Gashing Wound. Or I mean damage. If chance misses a shot, just Gashing Wound him too. Gonna deal some pretty good damage, especially if he has low health. There's your time if he misses a stab or like a trick stab. And also if he does a front stab, the helpless is short enough that when you stop being helpless, you might still be able to like Gashing Wound before he runs away because of the end lag. I don't recommend doing this though, because it probably won't work. Here's an example of parrying. Basically, you use your Raging Pace right before you get stunned and use your Gashing Wound and basically deal 70 damage, which is pretty good. Okay, so here are some extras. So basically, first of all, you're probably the killer that's the most reliable on his M1. So if you're trying to get like unlikely win or 2 electric boogaloo, you should probably go with Jason because of how reliant he is on his attack. Yeah, it has a big hitbox, and also it deals pretty good damage, and he's pretty fast, so he's probably the best if you want to try going with that. Behead also has some good uses. You can use it when like there's a guest following someone or any sentinel following someone to like try and stun you. You can use your Behead to prevent that, and then they'll be helpless and they probably won't be able to do anything for 8 seconds. Let's just hope that that's enough. Otherwise, since it lunges a bit every time you use Behead, it's a pretty good finisher. If you just use it with someone that's under 20 health, it's a pretty good finisher because of the lunge. It makes you go like a little bit closer. I also don't really recommend when you're following a guess and a guess only. I don't recommend using Behead because if they try to block, you can use your Gashing Wound, which is going to be a straight 50 damage to their face, which is pretty good. So if you use your Behead on them, but you probably shouldn't do this with any other sentinels because Yes is the most predictable one. Basically, if you because you can see the block. As for chance, he can just turn around and shoot you. So can shed, 2-time can trick stab, but guest is pretty easy to predict when he blocks. So I would say don't use your head on guests. Just wait till he blocks so you can use your gashing wound, and then probably just save your behead to finish him off. As for gashing wound, I pretty much said all the techniques last time. I don't really have anything else to say. So let's go straight to Raging Pace. Raging Pace, the times where it makes the most sense to use. When you're trying to parry, which I don't really do, because it's kind of hard. It's hard to do. If you're pretty new, I wouldn't recommend trying to parry because it's hard to learn and not really easy to do. I would just say only Raging Pace when you're following someone and you need some extra stam. That's basically your go-to. Otherwise, I would say only use Raging Pace. Don't use Raging Pace to try and get the extra damage from the gashing wound and behead. You can use it to like just try and get some extra stam. You use a slash to get a little bit of a dash. But that's pretty much the best you can do with Raging Pace in my opinion. Because probably won't miss the behead and gashing wound with how slow you are. Also, you are very fast. If someone's trying to loop you, cut corners really good. If someone's just running away from you, just make sure to manage your stamina really well, because your entire thing is being really fast. Try to just follow someone and make sure that they can't like run away. Because if they do manage to run away, like if you get to 0 stamina, it's gonna be bad. But if you're like, if they're too far, just walk for a bit until you get all your stamina, and then start following him. So that then you will be fast enough to just follow him and get close again, and then you can regen some stamina again. Anyways, this might be the end of the video. I don't really have anything else to say. I hope this helped. If I ever find out new techniques, I might just make a short on it. Or if I found out that this is outdated, like they rework Slasher, or they change his abilities, they buff him, or something that can like change his gameplay, I might just make a short off of it. But yeah, anyways, I hope this helps. I'm gonna do John Doe next, and yeah, goodbye. Also, this video was pretty lazy. I might try to make the John Doe one better.